I'm Lindsay Gagnon, and I'm the new Executive Director for Interfaith Family Shelter. Our children's program is an exciting way that we can help focus on the children while they're in our 90-day shelters and really make sure that we can stabilize them in many different areas of services, from their mental and physical needs to their social and emotional needs, to just making sure that they have a place where they can stabilize in terms of their schooling and really get the support they need to get up to speed if they're behind, which many children that are experiencing homelessness are behind. And so we really need to do all that we can to make sure they're given the same opportunity as other children that are housed at succeeding in life. Our staff truly care about making sure that families have a safe and comfortable and warm place to rest their head at night. So many families are going through the worst time of their lives, whether the families are just falling on hard times and that led to their loss of housing, to families that are new to the area, that are immigrants, that don't know how to navigate this way of life, to families that are going through intergenerational poverty and are just never given the skills to really live stably. And so our staff really understand that. They understand how to work with families to really get them to the level that they need to stay in their house and to maintain that housing. And so that's why I think Interfaith is so impactful and our success rates have been so great, is because our staff truly understand the needs of what families and their kids are experiencing to better help them.
My name is Lynn Barashkoff. I'm the Child Family Advocate at the Interfaith Family Shelter. The children's program is being supportive in many ways to all the families living at our shelters. A large part of the program is to meet the needs of the children's school goals. Are they registered for school? Do they have transportation? How can I help support? I am always a cheerleader for school, and I try to promote the love of learning. The children's program is important because we interact with the children every single day, whether we are doing homework, working outside in the garden, weeding and planting bulbs, doing art projects, playing games. We are all together and we are making strong connections. I've worked at Interfaith Family Shelter for 3 years, and during those 3 years I have countless number of times had my cup filled to the brim with pure joy. One of the key components of working here at the shelter, not just for me but for all the staff, is to make sure that our residents know they are seen, they are heard, and they are valued. Volunteers are a key component of the children's program. I want to specifically thank all the volunteers who support Interfaith Family Shelter.
I'm Maggie, and this is my daughter Serenity. I learned it from a family member, because they were trying to help me find a place to stay because their place was full and I needed a place to stay. It has been amazing. My daughter loves it. You can tell she goes to school and comes back to class. Before she went to school, I needed help registering her, so Miss Lynn, she gave me paper application for school and I filled it out, came back and she looked over it, and then we walked over to Garfield Elementary, and it was a nice walk. And we went and talked to the school office manager and the staff members, and they were so nice, and I love that school. She loves it. I appreciate how they keep my daughter happy and have fun. She's always looking forward to it every day. Yes, I believe it is important because it gives children something to do every day and to look forward to and have fun. My future plans, I always say that it's in God's hands. I hope for her to prosper and always have something positive to talk about, and yeah.
I like drawing and playing Legos and Marbles, and I love reading books. Miss Lynn always helped me.
Thank you so much for giving us opportunities, and we are so thankful and grateful, and we love you guys.
Hi, my name is Nancy, and I am part of a team that partners with Interfaith and the Marysville United Methodist Church. We had a small house on our church property, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that we decided was better served to support interfaith for families that needed the transition into stable housing. We decided to call this Miracle House and hoping to offer a miracle to families. I've been part of this team that supports families as they move in to provide bedding. We provide homework or activity support to families, just listen when needed. We look after the home, the basic needs of if new silverware is needed, if there are basic repairs that need to be done, and help to provide the playground equipment that's in the backyard play space. Through this partnership, I have learned and believe more strongly in how important and essential stable housing is for families. I have learned that this foundation allows for employment possibilities for kids in schools to have support there, for family relationships to develop. All of this can happen when there is stable housing. I am so impressed with the mission and the work of Interfaith that I am grateful to be able to fill in the gaps. It is good to know that families can come in and have clean sheets and a fresh pillow to lay their head on. Building the relationships with the family and hoping that the extra help that we can give can help provide some stability so they can work on the hard work of securing the housing that they need. The hard part is letting go, but it is wonderful to see the smile on their face and the hope in their voice when they tell me that they have the keys. So I say a prayer and hope that their next step is successful for them. There was a young mom that came in pregnant with twins and a young daughter, and I was showing her the home, acknowledging that Miracle House is not a new building. She looked at me and said, "We have been living in the cold in our car. I did not know if we would survive for another night. This is good." And then there was the teen girl who showed me her school schedule, and we did some math problems, and I noticed she had choir on her schedule, so I asked if she would sing me a song. After a bit she did, and she did it beautifully. And I said, "Well, let's sing for your dad." She hesitated but said okay, so we sang. She sang, not me. She sang the beautiful song, and through tears he said, "I have never heard her sing before." But the stability that Miracle House offered the family allowed him to be calm, to see his daughter and hear her voice. As a volunteer and as a local community member for many years, and having been involved in the school system, I'm able to help families negotiate and navigate the school system, and we can help them understand where parks are and activities and other things that they may need to know about the community. It is especially helpful knowing the school system and helping with forms, all the paperwork that's necessary, and the other things that go along with getting students enrolled in the schools.